Hey, welcome to the Board Game Closet. My name's Jimmy.
I'm Bradley.
I'm Rod.
And today we're checking out Masters of Mutanite.
Superheroes.
Superheroes everywhere.
All kinds of superheroes,
Yes.
right?
Awesome. Yes.
How many come in this? Like 8 of them?
There's 8, I think.
Oh,
and
my
they're
goodness.
all original. You won't see these characters anywhere else.
Yep. So we met Andrew a number of years ago at Gen Con, and he was showing us this prototype of this game that he said was the superhero game he always wanted to play.
Yes.
So high bar that we got to get up to.
Yeah.
And what y'all think?
Oh, I think it reaches a pretty high bar.
Hit it. Yeah, definitely hit it. Definitely hit it.
Yeah,
the moment you sit down and you realize you can toss things across the board, I'm in.
Right.
I'm in.
You mean I can throw this water tower at you?
You can throw that water tower at me and flood the zone even.
And then I throw this lightning, the telephone pole back at you, and it causes water electric damage?
Exactly. It's wonderful. Wonderful.
So there are 8 different characters that you can play in the game. So you can already see that the replayability is building. And then you have 3 different starting abilities that you get to choose one of them. So even though I've played as Crush before, now I could start out playing Crush with a different ability than I had last time. Mm-hmm. And so this is a small deck building game. So you start your hand with a small amount of cards. And as you move around the board, you're going to be able to add new cards to your deck that... I guess as the game progresses, you're going to get more and more powerful as the game goes on.
Right.
That's right. And as you pick up cards, you also pick up Mutanite,
Yes.
which allows you to upgrade your character, adding more traits. It may not be one of the 3 originals, but it may be one that gives you more of an advantage in that particular game.
Totally. So, like, I start the game with super strength that gives me 2 extra damage when I fling something.
Yes.
And then maybe as the game goes on, now all of a sudden I've got stone skin and spike skin. There's all kinds of cool. So by the time the game ends, you're going to be like, man, I totally want to play with Crush again. And I hope that I get the strong skin. And, you know, because that really helped me when I beat you guys or when I lost.
Totally. And it's so cool to watch your character kind of grow. Like in the first couple of turns, you're only doing 2, 3, 4 damage. But by the end, you could be up like 20 damage just in one turn. And that's from all the traits that you've managed to kind of pile onto your character.
Mm-hmm. So a turn works where you have 4 cards that you get to play. And the options of things that you could do is you could just move to a new zone. You could fling an object like cars or ice cream trucks.
Yeah.
Or you could pick up cards that are in your location. You could do melee damage like punching people. And then like what we said, the card abilities are going to grow and get better and better as you go along. And we kind of alluded to it, but there are locational things that you could do. Like there could be fire in a location or there could be water. But one thing that they did well in this game is they simplified it all. Like this is not complicated. You don't have to worry about, oh, do I get any damage if I go to the location where there's fire? You don't have to worry about entering or exiting locations. It all has to do with the damage that you're doing to someone. Right. So movement is not limited by what's happening in a location.
And that's really the beauty of the game, in my opinion, is how fast you can jump into the game and play it. I mean, it's just right away where you're going at it, you're battling, and you're right. The instructions are easy and simple, and they just kind of start building on top of each other as you go on. The other thing is, the actual game pieces and everything are just fantastic. Mm-hmm. The artwork is great. The locations are great. So visually, this is a stunning game.
And then there are some cool things that they do even with your deck. Like when you poison someone, they have a card that goes into their deck. And then when that comes out, you're going to take damage for that. And then there's a frost ability that builds up and up. So if I have a frost, if I've been hit with frost, I take a damage, but then the next time that I get hit with frost, it starts to build. Mm-hmm. And so if you see that somebody has some frost, well, maybe I'll attack them instead.
Right.
Now, we only played this game with 3 players, but it plays up to 4.
Up to 4.
And what happens when it is 4 people?
Then it's teamed. It's 2v2, and the board gets small really quick.
Oh, yeah.
I think when it first hit the table, it looks big, like it takes up a lot of space. But once water and fire and you start tossing things over, the zones get very packed really quickly.
And what's cool about that is that it doesn't feel like somebody can go and hide in a corner.
Yeah.
I mean, they're just one turn away, and now I could fling this thing over there and hit you with it. And so the flinging is
Yes,
pretty
it's fun.
cool.
It's great. It's really cool. And there's even a an ability where, say I want to throw a car at you. Well, I can ride on the car as I'm coming into it, but then maybe your character has the spike skin that you mentioned a second ago. So this character hits you with a car, but then this character is hitting you with the spike skin. And so there's just damage flying all over the place. It's just, you start at 50 health from the beginning, and before you know it, you're just all the way across.
And we were a little worried about the 3-player game being like that. You could gang up on somebody and you could say, okay, or I'm going to go off in the corner by myself and y'all fight it out. But it really, because of the way that the attacks build up, it's very simple to say, well, he's got a lot more power. We haven't been hitting him. Somebody runs over there. And within like a turn, the tables, how the turntables.
How the turntables. And I still think, even if you're the person off in the corner doing your own thing, you're just becoming this super villain or super duper hero that's got all these extra cards and extra abilities and points to spend, while these other two are just knocking their health away. And so even if that does happen, you're going to dominate whenever you do make it around or somebody realizes what you're up to.
And I was thinking about playing this game with my kids. I need to try it before we have to send this prototype on, because I think that my kids will be able to understand it. But I don't think that there was one time while we were playing through that we said, this is a little, I'm not into it.
No.
This is too light. We never said that. We were always like, this is epic, and I get to do my things, and I can't wait to come over there and beat you up.
No, I mean, it's a fun game, and that's really the key to doing any of our games. There's not a moment when we were playing it where I felt like, I wish I was doing something else. It was just a blast all the way through.
Yeah. Goes by really quickly too.
Yep.
Obviously, this is a prototype copy, so go to the Kickstarter, check it out, see what has changed and what is available through the campaign. And if you back it, let us know. Put it in the comments.
Yep.
We would love to know if this video helped you make a decision.
All right. See you guys later.
See ya. Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.